Hey everyone, Omar here. So in today's video, I want to talk about what to do after the gym. There's a lot of things actually to do after the gym, after a workout. So after you come back from a workout, the thing that you need to do is you need to replenish your nutrients. You need to feed your muscle with the proper nutrients because you just went to the gym, you did a hard, super hard workout, and now you need the proper nutrition. When I say proper nutrition, what do I mean? You need to get protein and carbohydrates. Those are two main sources, primarily protein, but also carbs. So in terms of protein, what do you take? If it's the morning, it was a morning workout or an afternoon workout, take whey protein. At nighttime, take casein protein. How much? That depends on how much deficiency you have in your protein requirements. Now you need to work out your macronutrient breakdown so you know exactly what type of and how much protein you need. Do you need 24 grams of protein? Do you need 12 grams of protein? Now that depends on your deficiencies. So you have to work out your macronutrients, and I'll do another video to talk about how to do your macronutrients and what's the ideal macronutrients for building muscle. Okay, so that's something I can do later. So you want to get a protein source and you want to get a carbohydrate source after you determine your macronutrient breakdown. Once you've fed yourself, next thing to do is to stretch. You gotta stretch because when you go to the gym, you actually shorten your muscles when you break it down and they rebuild back. You don't really want to stretch during your workout. Yes, you can, but really you want to stretch after your workout and also in the morning after. Just make it a good habit to spend 5 or 10 minutes to stretch the muscles that you actually work on that workout. So that's very important. And also replenish yourself and rehydrate yourself with water. And if you were really sweating at the gym and you did, let's say, some cardio after your workout or during your workout, and you lost a lot of electrolytes or you sweat a lot, definitely you want to get electrolytes in there. So those are the things you want to do, and you want to get proper rest, at least 7 hours of sleep to help your body rebuild muscle. I know some of you have a hard time sleeping. Even myself, I have a hard time sleeping sometimes because maybe for whatever reason it was a stressful day. I couldn't get enough sleep and I end up getting maybe 4 or 5 hours of sleep. It's not ideal. You really want to aim for 7 hours of sleep if you can. And because sleep is where you repair, your body repairs the muscle. When you go to the gym, you're actually breaking down muscle. And I said this in another video. People think that when you go to the gym, you're actually building muscle. You're not. You're breaking down muscle. Every rep, every set that you do, you're breaking down muscle set by set. It's when you come back home and you're resting, especially when you're sleeping in particular, your body goes and starts the repair process right away. And you have to make sure you have those nutrients, those macronutrients and amino acids based on a foundation of a very well-rounded, solid nutrition plan. And I can make another video about nutrition plans and macronutrients and have a very good, well-rounded diet, and also the top foods that I would recommend for protein. So those are the things that I would do right after a gym workout because it's critical not only what you do in the gym, but also what you do outside of the gym. When you go to the gym, it's pretty much just a stimulus, and that will trigger protein synthesis, and it will trigger the growth mechanism once you go to the gym. But when you come back home, rest and recuperation, that's equally as important when you're recovering from a workout. So, to go over all the things that I talked about in this video, get a protein source, get a carbohydrate source. Stretch your muscles, get enough sleep, replace your electrolytes if you need it. Those are the 5 main things that I do after a workout, and it's helped me a lot. That's primarily what I do. Mostly electrolytes, like I said, that's really dependent on if you really need to replenish your electrolyte stores because you sweat a lot. Typically, I only do electrolytes if I'm doing like a cardio session and I'm really running, and I did a high intensity interval training where I'm just really sweating and it was really exhausting and I really sweat, and it's like during summer. So I would definitely do electrolytes primarily during summer and primarily during cardio, after cardio sessions, and also during cardio sessions. So I hope you found this video helpful. If you did, please share this video and subscribe to this channel if you really felt like you got value out of this video. And I'll see you guys on the next one.